There have been so many new IELTS speaking part 2 questions students have been asked this month. So in today's video, I want to cover all the different questions that you may be asked in these coming days if you are planning to take your IELTS exam. For those of you who don't know who I am an IELTS instructor from Canada, so make sure you continue watching. So, just a little bit about the IELTS speaking part 2 section. So, in the part 2 section, you will actually be asked some questions, and these questions you will have to take the questions and brainstorm some ideas. So, the examiner will give you 1 minute to prepare for your answers to speak for a full 2 minutes. So, in these full 2 minutes, you need to make sure that you actually cover every single question the examiner will be looking for. And you need to make sure that you speak for a full 2 minutes, guys. Not 1 minute and 50 seconds, not 1 minute and 30 seconds. For a full 2 minutes. So, this is so important for you to organize yourself properly so you are able to make sure you discuss every point, and not only that, you make sure that you use related vocabulary words that are given to you in a given context. So let me pull up the exact speaking questions that I wanted to discuss. Some students have been reported being asked a question like, describe a talk you gave in front of a group of people. When was it? Who did you talk in front of? Where was it? And what was the speech? Or what was the talk about? So before you see a sample answer for this given IELTS speaking part 2 question, I want you to think about what type of talk could you discuss to the examiner. Maybe you can talk about a presentation you had to give in front of a classroom, or to your coworkers. Maybe you had to discuss some health and safety topic in front of your employees, or maybe you were a bride at you were the bride, and in your wedding you actually gave a speech, or maybe you were the maid of honor at your best friend's wedding and you decided to give a speech. So maybe these are the types of talks you can talk about in your IELTS speaking part 2 section. So before I go on for you to see the sample answer, I want you to always remember that when the examiner gives you a question like this, you need to make sure that you quickly jot down some ideas of what you are going to discuss for full 2 minutes. So maybe you could write down 2 points of when this talk was, 2 or 3 words about who did you talk in front of, 2 or 3 words about where you gave this talk, and what was the speech about. Literally, guys, you don't need to write in full sentences. The examiner is not going to see your brainstorm. This is just for you to be able to ensure that you are able to speak in a cohesive and clear manner when the examiner asks you. So here it is. I'm going to zoom this in so I could read it for you. So a sample answer would look like, well, a memorable talk that I gave in front of a group of people was during my university days. It happened about 2 years ago during my final semester. Sorry, that part is cut off. During my final semester, the audience consisted of my fellow students, professors, and some industry professionals. The talk took place in our university's auditorium. It was spacious and well equipped venue for such events. The purpose of my speech was to share my research findings on renewable energy and its potential for sustainable development. The topic was a great interest to me, and I had spent months conducting thorough research and analysis to gather relevant information. I wanted to raise awareness amongst my peers about the importance of renewable energy sources and how they could contribute to a greener future. To start the talk, I introduced the concept of renewable energy and its various forms, such as solar and hydroelectric power. I explained the advantages of each source and discussed their impact on reducing carbon emissions and combating climate change. Additionally, I presented real life examples and success stories of countries that had implemented renewable energy source solutions effectively. During the speech, I used visual aids like charts, graphs, and PowerPoint slides to enhance the audience's understanding and engagement. I also encouraged interaction by allowing time for questions and discussion after each major point. It was crucial for me to connect with the audience on an intellectual and emotional level. So I incorporated personal anecdotes and captivating stories related to the topic. Overall, the talk lasted for about 30 minutes, followed by a Q&A session where the audience members asked insightful questions and shared their thoughts. It was a fulfilling experience to see their genuine interest and positive response throughout the presentation. In conclusion, giving a talk in front of a diverse group of people was an enriching experience for me. It allowed me to share my knowledge, inspire others, and create awareness about an important issue. The event took place at the university's auditorium, where I presented my research findings on renewable energy and its potential for sustainable development. The speech aimed to educate the audience about the advantages of renewable energy sources and promote a greener future. So, guys, as you guys see here, once again, we discussed lots of detail throughout our answers, guys, and we used vocabulary words that relate to the given topic the examiner is asking. Guys, this is something you really, really need to remember when you are answering your IELTS speaking part two questions, and you need to make sure that you give very, very specific examples of when exactly this occurred. So let's move on and you, excuse me, let's move on and you let me know what exactly you think about the next question. So, how about a question like this? Describe a place you want to visit outside your hometown. Where would you like to go? When you want to go there? Why you want to go? And who you want to go with? So I want you to think of a place really. Is it somewhere right outside your hometown that's 2 or 3 hours drive away? Do you have to take a flight there? Can you take the train there? Maybe a ferry there? These are things you need to think about before you answer the question, because you would include these given things throughout your answer, guys. Remember that related vocabulary word is so important throughout your answer, so the examiner is aware that about your comfort level and how comfortable you are about speaking about this given topic. So let's see example answer for this given question we just discussed. All right, guys, just give me one sec. I want to, yes. One place that has always captivated my imagination and that I'm eager to visit is the vibrant city of New York, known as the Big Apple. New York is a melting pot of cultures, a global hub of arts, entertainment, and innovation, and a place that offers endless opportunities for exploration and excitement. Ideally, I would like to visit New York during the holiday season, specifically in December. The city becomes a winter wonderland with dazzling lights, festive decorations, and a palpable season of a sense of holiday cheer. The iconic Rockefeller Center Christmas tree and the ice skating rink are sights I've seen in movies and photos, and I can only imagine how magical they would be in person. The reasons why I want to visit New York are manifold. Firstly, as an avid lover of arts and culture, the city is home to some of the world's most renowned museums and theaters. I would love to spend hours wandering throughout the halls of the Metropolitan Museum of Art, immersing myself in the masterpieces from different eras and cultures. Attending a Broadway show is also high on my list, as the theaters in New York showcase the best talent in the performing arts history industry. Secondly, New York City is a culinary paradise. From international cuisines to street food and gourmet dining, the city offers a tantalizing array of flavors and culinary experiences. Exploring the diverse food scene, trying iconic dishes like New York style pizza and bagels, and indulging in the dining at a Michelin starred restaurant would be a gastronomic adventure I eagerly anticipate. Lastly, experiencing the fast paced energy and unique atmosphere of New York City is something I want to share with my closest friends. Exploring the bustling streets of Manhattan, strolling through Central Park, and taking in the breathtaking skyline from the top of the Empire State Building would also be so much more enjoyable with companions who share my excitement and curiosity. So, as you guys see here, this given answer number one is structured very clearly. We have great transition words used throughout one paragraph to the next or one response to the next. And this will help the examiner be able to stay on track while you are talking and knowing that you are about to discuss another point or another given answer. So you need to remember this when you are actually, in fact, answering your questions throughout your given answer in IELTS speaking part two, guys. This is so important because you want to make sure that you reach for the stars. Even though you may only need a band 8 in IELTS speaking, try to aim for a band 9, guys. There's no harm in that because the higher you try to aim, the better for you because you will learn more. And that's why I'm providing you with some band 9 answers for these given questions because I really want you to reach for the stars. My number one goal is to help all you ladies succeed in your IELTS exam. So make sure you follow this guide as I am giving you. And let's go to the third question you may see in your IELTS speaking part two section. So I want you to take a look at this given question. Describe a movie you recently watched. When was it? When you watched it? Where you watched it? And who you watched it with? So maybe you watched the recent movie of Super Mario. Maybe you took your kids there. Maybe you went with a bunch of friends because you grew up playing Super Mario. So you wanted to remember the past and experience those memories with your friends, guys. So just think of a movie, and I want you to think about what type of movie it was, number one, and really think of why you decided to watch this movie. And these are so important to consider when you are answering your questions. So let's go and see a sample answer for this given question. So, for example, a sample answer for watching the Super Mario movie, because I recently went to watch it. I recently watched a movie called Super Mario. The adventure begins. The adventure begins just a few weeks ago. I've always been a huge fan of Super Mario games, so when I heard they were making an animated movie based on it, I was super excited and I couldn't wait to see it. I decided to watch the movie on a Saturday evening at my friend's at my favorite local cinema. I love going to that theater because they have great sound and picture quality, which adds more whole movie watching experience. Plus, watching it on a big screen just makes it more exciting and immersive. I went with a group of my closest friends who also grew up playing Super Mario games. We used to spend hours trying to save Princess Peach and defeat Bowser. So it was a no-brainer to watch this movie together. We were all really hyped and couldn't wait to relive those childhood memories. I'm sure these are very lots of childhood memories you remember as a child. When the movie started, it was like stepping right into the Super Mario world. The animation was absolutely amazing, and it felt like the characters had come to life. The story was filled with adventure, just like the games, and we found ourselves on the edge of our seats, excited to see what would happen next. There were also so many funny moments that had us all laughing out loud. What I loved about the movie was how it stayed true to the game's spirit. All the characters we know and love were there, and they were just as we remembered them. From Mario and Luigi to Princess Peach and Yoshi, it felt like a reunion with old friends. And the movie took us to a thrilling journey throughout familiar landscapes like the Mushroom Kingdom and Bowser's Castle. Honestly, watching Mario The Adventures Begins was a fantastic experience. It brought back so many wonderful memories and made me feel like a kid all over again. I left the theater with a big smile on my face, grateful for the opportunity to relive those cherished moments with my friends. So, as you guys see here, once again, I literally wrote this exact or responded, because this is the speaking section. I responded with lots of description throughout my sentences, so that way the examiner gets an exact idea or a sense of how it was when we went to go watch the Mario movie with my friends. Remember this, guys, be very detailed and descriptive throughout your answer in the IELTS speaking part two section, because this helps the examiner determine your comfort level of speaking English and how exactly your experience was for that given answer. And remember, you need to do this, guys. So let's move on. I wanted to leave you with some sample so here's another question, actually, before I give you some sample questions to work on your own. So another question exactly would be, describe describe a person you would like to work with. Who is it? where you want to work with them, and why you want to work with them. So perhaps maybe you really respect the founder of Apple, Steve Jobs. So you would really want to work with them, although he passed away. Maybe this was an aspiration you really had in the past. Or maybe you want to work with the owner of Tesla because you think he is a very intelligent person to work with, and you would be able to learn so much from him. So I really want you to think about this and how exactly you would answer your question. I'm just going to take a sip of water, but while you wait, I really want you to write down notes of how exactly would you answer this question if you were given it. So, guys, remember to always write 2 to 3 points for each given question the examiner will be looking for, just so this will help you speak for a full 2 minutes. So I am so here is a sample answer. The person I would absolutely love to work with is Elon Musk, the re-owned entrepreneur and visionary behind companies like Tesla and SpaceX. If I was given the opportunity, I would be thrilled to work alongside him at Tesla, especially specifically in their research and development department. Elon Musk has always been an inspiration to me. His relentless pursuit of innovation and his determination to tackle some of the world's biggest challenges are honestly very admirable. I believe that working with him would provide an invaluable learning experience and an opportunity to contribute groundbreaking breaking projects that have the potential to revolutionize industries and positively impact society. Tesla being the forefront of electric vehicles and sustainable energy is a company that aligns perfectly with my passion for environmental sustainability. Working in the research and development department would allow me to be part of the team that is shaped in the future of transportation and energy systems. I would love to be involved in the development of cutting edge technologies such as advanced batteries and autonomous driving systems that have the potential to transform the way we live and move. Furthermore, collaborating with Elon Musk would provide a unique chance to observe his visionary mindset and entrepreneurial approach firsthand. His his ability to think beyond conventional boundaries and his willingness to take bold risks have led to the creation of revolutionary companies and ideas. Working alongside him would not only provide professional growth, but also inspire me to think bigger, challenge the status quo, and push the boundaries of what's possible. Moreover, Elon Musk is somebody that's very inspirational, and he's someone I would have the pleasure of working with if I ever had the opportunity. So these are the types of things you can say for this given question. Guys, one thing you need to remember is that when you are answering your question, one of the band descriptors for the IELTS speaking section is pronunciation. So if you are not able to pronounce a word properly, do not use it in your answer because this will jeopardize your band score. Remember that when you are in fact responding in the IELTS speaking part 2 section, you need to use words that you are comfortable with, guys, because you want to make sure you could get a high band. You have no issues saying the word. You are able to pronounce it clearly and concisely throughout your answer. So, guys, I'm going to leave you with 2 sample questions. I want you to write in the comment section down below. I want you to give me the answer for these IELTS speaking part 2 questions. Please make sure you choose any of these or both of these, no problem. I want to help you succeed on your IELTS speaking part 2 section. So go ahead, either in the chat box if you are watching this after the live recording, or in the comment section. I want you to write out what exactly or how exactly you would respond to these given questions in the IELTS speaking part 2 section. So I wanted to thank you for your time today. Remember that we are all about helping you as an IELTS student prepare for your IELTS exam. Our number one goal on this channel is to help ladies succeed on their IELTS exam. And we offer IELTS speaking ladies only classes. If you are interested, make sure you check out our links down below. And I hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching.